Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is Radhika here again. This video is going to be about self sabotage tendencies and acceptance for them, acceptance about them. So if you have grown up in a narcissistic environment, uh, your gender doesn't matter, and if you've been the scapegoat, or maybe one of the scapegoats in that environment, definitely not the golden child, um, then you might have there's a big possibility that you have self sabotage tendencies, and you might know it or you might not know it. That is also a possibility. So basically, um, it can also happen if you have been in a narcissistic environment for too long. um, Even then you can develop self-sabotage tendencies. um, and Usually these are lesser in intensity than when you have grown up near in a narcissistic environment. um, so if you have not grown up, what will happen is it will affect your self confidence, but self sabotage won't be a very big problem unless you develop it later in life. But let's mostly talk about growing up with narcissistic people. So, uh, first of all, I want to say kudos to you if you have already found that out in you, or even if you haven't. I can empathize how difficult it is to live this life with self sabotaging tendencies, because they are unnatural tendencies. They are not natural. They are what you call a perversion. A perversion is basically when you take an emotion and you repress it so much that when it comes out completely in the shadow. It's completely reversed and inverted. So it comes up very very distorted, very very unconscious. Okay, so it's like it goes to the dark side of the spectrum and it comes out. And self sabotage is one such emotion actually. So if you have been living with it, and if you are living with it, there's definitely ways to get rid of it. And I can empathize with you how difficult it is to kind of have that nagging voice in your head a lot of times. So let's just see, why does it develop? So energetically, this is of course my hypothesis. I'm not There's no research on it, but or maybe there is, I'm not aware of it, but this is what I feel because I study chakras a lot, which is metaphysical energy centers which are present in all human bodies. uh, so energetically I can say that I think it develops when a child is not able to completely form his or her solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus is Manipur chakra, and the years in which this develops mostly is year number 3. So when a child is 3 years old to when a child is 4 years old, that's when the Manipur chakra starts developing. So I have a son and he's 3 now. So sorry, I have like so much of allergy kind of thing in my nose. So my son, now I see in his behavior, he uh, does a lot of like, uh, this is mine, this is mine. And if you take something from him, he will say like, no, mine. And he started developing this idea of who he is, and that this belongs to him, and he is worthy of this. So that's basically the Manipur chakra is all about your worth, your self worth, right? What you think you are worthy of, how you see yourself. Do you think you deserve this or do you not deserve this? And when a child is not allowed to feel like he or she is worthy of whatever, like a toy or whatever they want when they are 3 to 4 years old. uh, that's when they develop this blockage kind of in their Manipur chakra, and they develop this internal dialogue due to some lacks in parenting. And I'm not saying I'm a great parent. I'm sure I'm going to miss some things which my son will tell me when he is much older. But this is what I feel, that a lot of people who have self sabotage tendencies lacked in their childhood. So, like the things that were said to the child when they were growing up, that you're not good enough, or maybe the child did something and it wasn't encouraged or it wasn't appreciated, uh, or just saying that you never complete anything, or you always do something new and then you leave this one thing, or all these things, they remain in your energy, because when a child is growing up, all their chakras are actually uh, aligning, and they're starting to use this life force energy to shape their life. So it kind of matters how a child grows up, and that's why in a narcissistic environment, when the parents are not um, they are not fit, I would say, for parenting, it becomes very difficult because the child grows up with less encouragement, and because of that the Manipur chakra is not completely formed or developed. And that's my analysis. I feel like if you have self sabotage issues, if there is one chakra you want to learn about or you want to concentrate on, make it the Manipur chakra. Always go to the Manipur chakra, how to cleanse it, how to balance it, how to clear blocks, etc. etc. So, work on your Manipur chakra, and I think self sabotage tendencies can definitely be healed energetically, definitely from there. So yeah, so self sabotage takes many forms later in life. It can lead to addictions. So you basically self sabotage your life through addictions like drugs, alcohol, sex, porn, even toxic relationships. So because you have grown up in a toxic environment, you want, by the self sabotage inside you will will push you towards more toxic environments. It doesn't want you to get out of it, because there is this feeling that I'm not worthy enough. So you feel like this is what I get, that kind of a feeling. So you might get into toxic relationship, codependent relationships, making the wrong choices. So this is always shown in, like, if you see romantic movies, they always show like this boy who has two girls. One of them is always demanding things from him, give me this, give me that, and always trying to make him prove himself. And there's this other girl who just loves the boy for who he is. And you see this boy, because he has grown up with some issues, maybe lack of love from his mother or something like that, he always makes the wrong choice. So he will go for the girl who demands things from him, because maybe it seems more familiar to him, and just choosing this girl who loves him for who he is seems very strange, because no one has shown him love like this when he was growing up. And so if you get it later in your life, it just seems very unnatural to you. Even though a part of you knows that that is the right choice, there is this other part which kind of always keeps saying that, are you sure she really loves you? Are you really worth it? Are you really worth real love? And a lot of people feel like that. A lot of people feel, who have self sabotage inside of them, they feel that they are not worthy of love. And that tendency again comes from childhood. So yeah. So uh, then the next thing is, yeah, so basically in movies they show this a lot, and it kind of comes from real life, right? Such situations do happen in real life as well. So some people, they actually fight it off, and they really try very very hard to succeed in life, which can be possible if they kind of realize that they have good potential and their family is holding them back, and maybe they leave the family, they move to a different city, and they build their own life, and then maybe they find friends, teachers, mentors, a support system, or they find loving partners, they have their own family now. These people, they do make it in, like they do get out of self sabotage in their life. So on paper everything might look good, and they might also achieve a lot of good things in life, but they still have this nagging voice inside their head. And this actually happened to me, because my father was, I mean, I did not grow up in a narcissistic family, but my father's family was very, very narcissistic, and like a big extended family on their side. Sorry, I just have a bad allergy today. Um, so yeah, so my father was like a scapegoat for his family, and he had a lot of self sabotage tendencies, and he actually recovered quite a lot, because of my mom and, maybe me, I don't know. But he did, because he achieved quite a lot of things in his life later on. um, but still always he had this uncertain voice in his head. Even if he was doing everything okay, there was just this negativity inside his head, which was kind of like always telling him that this will go wrong, that will go wrong. And the thing is, I had picked it up from my dad, so I never realized I had self sabotage, but I did. And I realized this for the first time when I was doing my master's. And I had just graduated, so it was 2011, and a very good friend of mine, she pointed it out to me. So basically, I was always like a very positive person, with respect to my friends and everyone. But I was like making plans for the first job that I got, like the first software job that I got, and things like that. Something I said to her, and she just told me one day, like, she told me that, why are you so negative when it comes to you, but you are so positive when it comes to other people? So then she told me that, you just need to, stop being so negative when it comes to you, because I don't think you are like that. You are not a negative person. But if there's something concerning you, then you always start thinking like, what if it doesn't work out, what if it doesn't happen, and why do you do that? Because you show so much of faith to other people, but you can't do it for yourself. And that really got me thinking, because it was a really good point that she made. And then she told me that you need to stop it. You need to stop being so negative for yourself. And that's when I realized that, why do I have this? Because I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I had quite a lot of personal achievements till that time. So I also logically I thought about it, like, I did my masters, I did it all on, like a scholarship and this and that. And it was like kind of I was building myself up, and she was the one who pointed that out, that why do you do that? So sometimes I think self sabotage can be uh, so unconscious inside our head that we don't even understand we are doing it, but we are doing it. And it was amazing that she pointed that out to me, because that changed my life, right? Then I started like putting that voice down in my head. I whenever it would come up, I would say, but why are you saying this? You have achieved this and this and this and this. And slowly the voice went down, because I had like data points to show the voice that you're wrong. I don't know why you're coming up. You have no valid reason to come up. And I feel like that can be the case with everyone, and you don't even need data points, because no one needs to self sabotage. Everyone is worth it, and it's just a reprogramming of the brain that needs to be done, actually. Um, so, yeah, So it's really weird because some people can look super positive and confident, and they have everything on paper, they have a great life, but they are always struggling with this voice inside your head, inside their head. So it can be it's like a constant struggle, and it takes a lot of energy to get that voice down. So it's really good to kind of make that effort and reprogram your brain so that you don't have self-sabotaging tendencies, so that the voice really goes down. So yeah, so the final thing I wanted to say in this video is that no human has self-sabotage as a natural tendency. No human, no one, no child is born thinking they are not worth it. Every child, when they are born, they love themselves, and not in a bad way, not in an egoistic way, but they are excited for creation. They want to live life, they want to succeed, and succeeding is a very inherent nature in human beings. If they are not if you can let a human be as natural and um, as organic as possible, they are always going to succeed in life. So yeah, so basically that's what I wanted to say, that it's not a natural tendency. It happened maybe because you were raised by people who did not know how to raise or who did not have good parenting skills. Basically that's the basic thing. And you were raised by people who were themselves struggling. Maybe they knew it, maybe they did not know it, I don't know, but they were very very unconscious when they were raising you. But you are conscious now, and because you are conscious, you can actually work on this and actually accept that self sabotage exists maybe in your energy body, and it was put there by some people. But you can take it out, and you can reprogram your brain, and you can be programmed for succeeding wherever you want to succeed. Succeeding doesn't mean that you have to have a big car or a big house. It means you can just have peace of mind. For some it might mean just having peace of mind, or having a rather good existence with peace of mind. So basically that's what I think success means. It means different things to different people, but you don't have to sabotage whatever success means to you. You can get over this self sabotage, because it's a borrowed energy. It's not you. It's something you have taken on from some other person, and because you have taken it on, you can also drop it off. So there are ways to drop it off. So I will probably make another video on how to try to get rid of self-sabotage tendencies. So yeah, I hope this video helps you in whichever way possible. And as always, I want to say thank you for all of the comments and likes and shares, subscribes, whatever I get. And I just hope that these videos are helping you in some way in your life. Yeah, wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thanks, bye.